This week's Q&A is on brain health and brain nutrition and my top picks for a better brain. Now, if you're a performance freak like me, you want to know how to get the most out of your brain. I said on Facebook a couple of weeks ago that I used to in my 20s take supplements to make me bigger and jacked and more leaner. Now I take supplements to make me more focused and sharper and more intelligent. So my top picks are starting with 5-HTP. Now 5-HTP, what you should know is you have tryptophan, 5-HTP, which then converts to serotonin. So 5-HTP is a precursor to serotonin. Now why is serotonin important? Now most people think about serotonin as only as you want it before bed to help you sleep, and that's why you don't eat carbs in the morning and all that kind of things. But what you should know is that a little bit of 5-HTP is required to facilitate the release of dopamine in the brain. So you do need serotonin to facilitate dopamine. On top of that, if you're if you're an erratic person, certainly, but if you're a high performance person, you might have a lot on your plate, you might have a lot of thoughts, ruminating thoughts, and thinking about a lot of things, which isn't the best for making decisions. So if you take a little bit of 5-HTP, what's a little bit? 1 tablet to half a tablet. Take a little bit of that first thing in the morning. You can help stabilize the mood, stabilize your brain. Now, if you don't have a problem with that, then I don't suggest taking it. But if you do, a little bit of 5-HTP goes a long way. Or even try tryptophan, which is goes tryptophan, 5-HTP, serotonin, the precursor to 5-HTP. So you could try either of those, but it's just a very small amount. And tryptophan is responsible for so many functions inside the body. So it really is a great pick. From that, you could also supplement with carnitine. With carnitine, you've got to make sure you get the acetyl L-carnitine because that's the one that works on the brain. If you get the carnitine tartrate, that will work to help free fatty acid utilization, meaning that's the one you want to use if you want to help burn and facilitate body fat. Now, obviously, both are going to help both functions, but primarily the acetyl L-carnitine will help you release more dopamine in the brain, which again, combined with a little bit of 5-HTP to stabilize your mood, goes a long way in terms of helping that dopamine released and making you sharper and clearer. Now, the next one on the list is alpha-GPC. Now, alpha-GPC can be stacked with tyrosine. Tyrosine is an amino acid that, again, increases dopamine in the brain. They can be stacked together and get a great result. They're what's found in the Brain Chews, which is a supplement or a product here, which tastes like Starburst lollies, which you can chew on throughout your day and to give you a bit of kick and focus. Great products. They're called Brain Chews, again, from Designs for Health. That's a stack of the alpha-GPC. Now, alpha-GPC is more so for if you've had cognitive decline or Alzheimer's, or you need repair of the brain or brain protection. I don't really look at it as, for me, I don't get a lot out of it in terms of making me sharper. Some people do. It doesn't really increase my focus, but it just depends. You can try the alpha-GPC and get nothing from it. Some people do the alpha-GPC and they say actually they get a really good effect. For me, I get pretty much no effect from alpha-GPC. Tyrosine, on the other hand, if I combine the two together, I find it's very synergistic. Probably more so the tyrosine in that because that's the amino acid, again, a precursor to enhancing dopamine. Then you've got the coffees. There's a few good coffee brands on the market that don't necessarily contain that much caffeine. So there's one from Four Sigmatic, which I learned from Tim Ferriss. Four Sigmatic. It contains 50 milligrams of caffeine, lion's mane and chunga. Now, what that does is I find that coffee, if you've got a big day of admin work, is a great coffee to take. It increases clarity in the brain and gets you a lot more. It's not the best coffee to take pre-workout, for example. Pre-workout, you want a bit more caffeine, you want a bit more, I suppose, kick from the adrenals. The lion's mane won't give you that. It will give you more of a neural drive or more of a focus and clarity in terms of doing actual thinking work. So if you do before a workout, not so much, but before a big business day, lion's mane, chunga, the lion's mane and the chunga, the Four Sigmatic coffee is what it's called, is a really good pick. If you want a really good kind of broad-based one that's kind of good for both, there's a coffee company called Before You Speak. So Before You Speak, it's got a few ingredients in it. I think black pepper, turmeric, bit of caffeine. I think it's a bit of rhodiola, or yeah, I think it is rhodiola in that one as well. And that's a great one. A little bit of stevia in it as well, so it tastes quite nice. That's a great one either pre-workout or before a big day of studying. I don't like to take it too much because about 125 grams of caffeine in 1 cup, so it's quite a bit. So that's the one I'll take probably before a workout, and if I've also got a big day of business and admin stuff to do as well. That one really gives me a big kick. And the other coffee that I pretty much take at least every day is the First Press cold press coffee, which you can get from the guys here, Jimmy, my friend Jimmy from here in Melbourne. That's a great coffee. It doesn't really have, for me, the same effect on the stomach. I know hot coffee for me, if I get like a long black, has the effect of the stomach. So if you have that kind of deal, you might want to look at the cold press coffee because that coffee is very, very smooth, very, very tasty, and lasts in your fridge for ages and ages. So they're my top picks for supplementation of the brain to make you more focused and aware. But again, I hope you enjoy that. We've got And of course, phosphatidylcholine. How could I forget phosphatidylcholine? Choline is the building material of the brain. So a supplement that you could take probably all the time at small amounts is phosphatidylcholine or phosphatidylserine. Phosphatidylserine is there if you want to, I suppose, calm down the brain, so you can take it at night, but phosphatidylcholine also helps the liver repair and function. Again, choline is a very important cofactor in terms of brain material, and of course, all your fish oils, predominantly if you're going to supplement with fish oil for the brain, you want DHA strand of the fatty acid, and that's the best one that gets uptaken inside the brain. So I hope this video helps, and until the next one, supplement smart, eat well, and train hard.
Because there's a certain reward in seeing somebody change their life.
One of the most important things you can do all day is when someone walks through the door, say hello. I'm more committed to your excellence and you're committed to your excellence. I want you to remember the pain of being a spectator in your own life. So from training, nutrition, supplementation to the delivery of the session to programming, the goal with Wolfpack is to raise the standard of personal training worldwide.
Wolfpack is for the person who's got a goal and a desire to be not just successful at being a trainer, but being at the top of the game. That's what I think of the Wolfpack when I think of it. That's what I think is Mark's objective.
Like an artist or a sculpture, but their art is the human body, is wellness, is health.
But you're here for a reason. Is that correct?
Good! Mark molds your body from being a broken down fucking wreck that can't move properly to being a machine of love and grace that can do shit.
Hi, I'm Mark Atobri, and welcome to Wolfpack Online.